are the different deterioration and repairs to your concrete. Again, I'm requesting to the students, please off your mic so that I can teach you, and also recording is started. So please don't on your mic. Now, deterioration of a concrete in a structure. In this topic, we will see what are the different deterioration, what are the different defects, or what are the different cracks to be visible in your concrete. We will see, but that is nothing but deterioration, decay. You can say that decay is nothing but a deterioration. First of all, the introduction. The cement concrete is the most extensive material of a material for the construction of a different type of a structure or components such as building, bridges, shells, roof, also the precast product, pipes, poles, and slipper. Pipes, poles, and slipper, these are the precast structure, you know that. Too much emphasis is placed to be concrete compressive strength rather than the environmental factor, which are known as the affect concrete durability. So as in India, the different weather condition, we know that our environment climate can be changed easily. So because of that, the climate change, durability of concrete may get reduced. So we need to avoid that. How to avoid that? We will see in this lecture what are the different deterioration and how to repair that deterioration. So this is one of the main reason for various deterioration of a concrete structure. The main reason is what? The main reason is environmental factor, change of your environment. So what are the different distress in your concrete structure? You can see this chart. You can zoom this chart in your screen also. First of all, the faulty design. What are the different faulty design? Faulty design is mainly because of rod mix proportion, lack of protection under design. Suppose you are not protecting your concrete. So in the what is mean by protecting of your concrete? It should be mixed at a room temperature. It should be mixed at a room temperature if you are taking a lab test. And if you are taking it on a lab site, if you are taking outside of the lab, then precaution should be considered that the more water should not be added in your concrete mix, so that segregation will be directly happen. So these are the different protection you should take while taking your material as well. That is nothing but wrong mix proportion. The second factor, which is nothing but the inferior materials. So what are the different inferior materials? The partially hydrated cement. We know that hydration is a common effect we can see the inner cement. If partially hydrated will be there, then the compressive strength of concrete may get reduced, because to achieve the full compressive strength, the cement should be fully hydrated. Second one is the contaminated water. As we see, while we are mixing our concrete, we should use our potable water and not a contaminated water, which is nothing but a good water we should use. Then a contaminated मतलब नथी but you can say म्हणजे खराब पाणी आपल्याला यूज नाही करायचं आहे. You should use a proper potable water while mixing your design. Okay. Now the third one is a poor concrete practice. What is mean by poor concrete practice? You can see the faulty formwork or improper placing and inadequate curing. That faulty formwork means what? If you are saying you are not tighten your screw, or you are not getting your formwork, as soon as you are pouring your concrete in that formwork, the concrete may fall down. So this should not be happen in your concrete. The second one is the improper placing. If you are placing your concrete from a very much height, then automatically the segregation will happen. So the precaution should be taken that while placing your concrete. Okay. Inadequate curing. We know that at least 21 days of curing, 28 days of curing in case of your a compressive strength of concrete to achieve at 28 days. We know that. So 28 days curing is a must in case of, and in case of slab, if you are casting your slab, then 21 days is also, now this 21 days also reduced up to 18 days. That is a new type of your slab construction. You can use up to 8. Lack of maintenance is nothing but if you are not maintaining your structure properly, then that will also leads to your defect. It will also give you defect for your concrete. Lack of maintenance. The next factor, you can see the environmental effects. We know that what are the different environmental effects? Thermal movement. Thermal movement means what? Hello. Thermal movements or thermal movement. Hello. Students, are you hearing me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the reply. Now the environmental condition. What are the different thermal effects? Always remember, first of all strength of material as well as your concrete structure is depend upon the environmental effect. That is nothing but thermal effect. Thermal effect is nothing but as the winter is started, the concrete will get what? Contract. And as the temperature is going to increase, then your concrete will get expand. So this condition should not happen. This is nothing but your environmental effect. You can see the thermal effect. You should give the proper expansion joint. If you are using continuous slab, if you are using a slab having more than a 15-meter dimension, so there should be present a proper expansion joint at every particular interval. The second one is nothing but moisture movement. As we know that the rainy season is there, and if you are having your slab, so if continuously raining will also leakage of your slab will be happen. Leakage should not be happen if you are having the moisture movement. Now the surface erosion. Surface should not be erosion. If you are see in a concrete, तुम्ही जर का एखादा concreteचा place बघितला असेल, जर का वरचा प्लास्टरचा पार्ट निघून गेला असेल, if some part of the that plaster has been completely removed, that is nothing but erosion. Surface erosion can be happen if you are, if because of your proper protection should not be taken, if proper protection is not taken in case of environmental effect. Now the next condition is nothing but a chemical effect. So what are the chemical effect? You can see the carbonation, acid attack, and chloride intrusion. What is meant by chloride intrusion, acid attack, and carbonation? Generally this chemical effect is always you can see in overseas structure. If you are constructing your bridge or your pier or your abutment in case of dam or overseas, so there should be happen the acid attack, chloride, and carbonation. So what should be the precaution you can take while designing your this type of structure? If you are designing pier in your overseas, if you are designing abutment in your dam, so you should take what precaution we will see in our repairs part. So now in this part, in this lecture, we will only consider the deterioration. This is your of your mics. Okay. Carbonation, acid attack, and chloride. These are the effects. Now the next one is the internal stresses. What are the different internal stresses? You can say that the fire, sulfate attack, reaction. These are your internal stresses. Mechanical causes. This is nothing but if overloading is there or abrasion or wear or tear is there, then in that case you can see the mechanical causes. These are nothing but mechanical causes. You can take a screenshot of these so that you can easily remember what factor, how to write in what to write in what to contain. Okay, so this is the very important in case of your concrete defect: faulty design, inferior material, poor concrete practice, abuse of a structure, environmental effect and chemical effect, internal stresses and mechanical causes. I hope you are taking the screenshot because this is as per as your syllabus point of view or multiple choice of multiple point of view. These are the very important factor. You can see. Okay. Wait a minute. So I will directly remove the candidate who are making noise while I am teaching. Okay. So these are the instruction to the students. Please don't make a noise while I am teaching. And I'm also requesting each and every student to please off your mic. Okay. Thank you very much. Now we have started the deterioration again. Wait a minute. So these are the concrete defects. Okay, so I hope you have taken this screenshot of this slide. This is nothing but a concrete defects. After that, the common cause for deterioration of concrete is nothing but a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is a acid attack, aggressive water attack, alkali carbonate reaction, alkali silica reaction, and sulfate attack. We know that the cement is made up of your alkali, silica, and different content. You know that, and CaO, CaCl, different content are there while manufacturing of your cement. But if you are constructing your pier or your abutment or your ORC structure with the help of our concrete, that is nothing but PPC or OPC or precast structure. So definitely there will be the alkali silica reaction or alkali carbonate reaction will be taken place. Why? Because we know that overseas water is hot, it is a salty water. In salty water there can be present of carbonate and silica. Alkali or carbonate reaction and alkali silica reaction can be easily take place in case of your overseas structure. So these are the chemical reactions. You can say this is a chemical reaction. Deterioration of concrete is a main cause for deterioration of your concrete. Chemical reaction. Sulfate attack also there is there. Sulfate attack means was if your sulfur is there, if your sulfuric content is there in your seas, then you can see that it is a sulfate attack to your structure. Sulfate attack can directly erode your structure. Erosion can be easily take place from the concrete if there is a sulfate attack. Now the next is a design errors. What are the design errors? Design errors are generally the construction error. These are the construction error, inadequate structural design or poor design detail. If you are not having the M30 grade, if you are using M30 grade of concrete and you don't know how to design M30 grade and what are the different proportion, you cannot take 1:1:1 or you cannot take 1:1:2. You should able to design as per IS 10269:2009 to design your M30 grade of concrete. And if you are not knowing this, so this will become the design error. This will become the design error. So you can say the poor design details and inadequate structural detail. And you don't know, if you don't know how much clearance should be provided in type of structure or what are the different development design. Means suppose you are constructing a beam and you should know that at every end there should be the LD, development length or anchorage length, clear. So if you don't know that basic thing, that will directly comes in a design error, means nothing but a construction error. Now the next deterioration of concrete is mainly because of a shrinkage. We know that there are two types of shrinkage: plastic shrinkage and dry shrinkage. In case of your concrete, there are many. This is generally because of freezing and thawing action. Freezing is nothing but a winter, which is generated in a winter, and thawing is generated in a summer season. So continuous freezing and thawing is always in our India. So continuously changing of environment can directly leads to your concrete for plastic shrinkage and drying shrinkage. Shrinkage is not a good for your concrete because shrinkage directly give you the very big cracks or very big defect, which always we know that we already did it. That will be nothing but a deterioration of your concrete. Okay, now the settlement and movement. We know that what are the different settlements and movement in a temperature change. What are the different settlement and movement in a structure? If you are using your suspended bridge, in that suspended bridge you are having some part of your concrete and rest of our cable and or other part is nothing but your what steel fiber. These are nothing but your deterioration. You can say that if you are using your bridge, due to this bridge construction, the steel reinforcement should not be corroded. Also, the clearance should be proper provided so that coarse aggregate should be reach at each and every part of your concrete. So this is generally temperature changes are due to the internal generated. एक तो ये इंटरनल जनरेट होगा या तो सेकंड वन वो नथिंग बट एक्सटर्नल जनरेटेड एंड इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ योर फायर. If you we have to use the fire concrete, you can see the fire concrete. Always remember when in a high-rise building म्हणजे the building who is having the height more than the 20 meter, you can say that a high-rise building. In that high-rise building, you should always consider these effects. These are the thermal effect: internal generated, externally generated, and fire. If you are got with a fire, at each and every project there should be provided with fire extinguisher. After construction, you can say you should provide with a fire extinguisher at each and every interval. Okay, these are nothing but the weathering action. This is because of a weathering action of your concrete. Now we will see the plastic shrinkage. I told you already. I told you already, there are mainly two types of shrinkage, that is a plastic shrinkage and drying sheet. I hope you have taken the screenshot of this point of view, and as per MCQ's point of view, there might be a question: what are the different types of shrinkage, what are the different thermal changes? So you should know these basic terms: chemical reaction, design error, shrinkage, and temperature changes. So take a screenshot of this slide. It will be very helpful for you guys to study the deterioration of a concrete. Okay, now the next one is a plastic shrinkage. In a plastic shrinkage, we'll see what is due to the why the plastic shrinkage is occur in your deterioration. So see, during the period between the placing and setting, most concrete will exhibit the bleeding to some degree. While placing, you have always seen that there will be always some amount, not a big amount, some amount of or some degree of bleeding is always there. And if we know that if water is comes at the surface of your concrete along with the cement, that is nothing but lightness effect. So always remember, lightness effect is always there, exhibits while placing or setting of your concrete, lightness effect or bleeding effect, you can say that. But segregation should not be happen. Always remember, bleeding is the appearance of moisture on the surface of a concrete. We know that bleeding is what? When water is present after compaction or after placing of your concrete, if water is comes up to the surface, that is nothing but bleeding, है ना? So bleeding is the appearance of moisture on the surface of your concrete. Usually the bleed water evaporates slowly from the concrete surface. If environmental conditions are such that the evaporation is occurring faster than the water is being supplied to the surface by bleeding, so high tensile stresses can be developed. If environmental conditions are such that the evaporation is occurring faster than water, evaporation is continuously faster than water is being supplied to the surface of your bleeding. If there is a summer, and you know that in summer, if you are constructing your building, the evaporation of the that is surface of your concrete. So while evaporation of that evaporation of different water is that water is generally bleed water, you can say that water is nothing but a bleed water. So this will directly leads to the high tensile strength. It will generate the high tensile strength. But we know that we need a compressive strength should be more rather than the tensile stress. But in case of precast structure, you should consider the compressive stress as well as the tensile stress of concrete. Generally, these factors are considered mostly these factors are considered only in a precast structure, because you are using a concrete grade having M35 and above. In using, so you are using a cables in your precast structure, and we know that you should consider a compressive strength for concrete part and tensile strength for your tendons, you can say a cable. Okay, the stresses leads to development of cracks on the concrete surface. These stresses are generally leads to the cracks. Generally, bleeding is nothing but a वाटर कम्स अप द सरफेस. अब सरफेस पे वाटर आने के बाद समर में रेस क्या करेंगे, समर के रेस इवापोरेट कर देंगे वाटर बिकॉज ऑफ योर इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशन. दिस विल जनरेट द टेंसाइल स्ट्रेसेस. अब टेंसाइल स्ट्रेसेस जनरेट हो गया तो उसका मेजर डिसएडवांटेज क्या है? डायरेक्टली इट विल गिव यू द क्रैक्स टू योर स्ट्रक्चर, cracks to your concrete surface. Okay, the primary causes of plastic shrinkage cracks is rapid evaporation of water from the surface of concrete. So remember this one line: the primary cause of plastic shrinkage is what? It is generally the rapid be minimum up to 24 hours and not more than that. Okay, so that crack directly generated within 24 hours, only few hours, not more. 24 भी नहीं लगता अब तो आपने अगर देखा होगा, सपोज आपने अगर मोल्ड का see the cracks to your surface having the space 0.3 मीटर is a very big crack to 1 meter apart. कहाँ तक ये propagate हो सकते हैं? Plastic shrinkage in a concrete. Plastic shrinkage crack can be propagated up to 0.3 meter to 1 meter to your concrete. Okay, so remember this value because it is always to be asked in your multiple choice question. Also, they can be deep with varying up to 0.1 mm to 3 mm. If you are considering about x-axis, then it will propagate up to 0.3 meter to 1 meter. And if you are considering up to y-axis, then it can be varying from 0.1 mm to 3 mm. ये 0.3 मीटर नहीं है, बल्कि 0.3 mm to 1 mm है. Okay, 0.3 about depth wise, then it can be vary up to 0.1 mm to 3 mm. So remember that this is a 0.3 mm to 1 mm value. Okay, now what are the different preventive measure to eliminate the plastic shrinkage? आता plastic shrinkage कशामुळे होता? That is generally occur जेव्हा तुमचा bleeding surface झालेला असतो. Bleeding is always exhibit while placing of your concrete. Always remember this basic part. Bleeding झाल्यामुळे concreteच्या वर surface वर water is always there, and that water will get evaporated. That water will get rapidly evaporated, and if rapidly evaporation is directly leads to the crack. These cracks are nothing but a plastic shrinkage cracks. Now, what are the preventive measures to be considered to eliminate these plastic shrinkage cracks? So, number one is moisten the subgrade of your formwork. If you are placing your concrete in your what you can say beam place or column place, so you should always moisten. आपको गीला करना है आपके formwork को. मोल्ड आपको पहले बनाने से पहले आपको उसको क्या करना है? मॉइस्ट करना है टू योर सबग्रेड एंड फॉर्मवर्क. ओके, तो फर्स्ट इज दिस. नाउ द सेकंड वन इज erect temporary wind breaker to reduce the wind velocity. If you are using high rise structure, agar high rise structure hai, so you know that as we are going above and above from the ground level, the velocity of wind velocity is directly proportional to the height of your building. So you should provide a proper barrier for your wind. Okay, now erect a temporary roof to protect the green concrete from the hot sun. Green concrete is nothing but a fresh concrete. मतलब हरा कलर का concrete ऐसा कोई रहता नहीं है. Green concrete is nothing but a fresh concrete. fresh concrete है, इसको अपने को बचाना है hot sun से. क्यों? Because we know that अगर hot sun रहा और bleed concrete रहा, तो it can be rapidly evaporate your वाटर. और रैपिडली evaporate आपको क्या करना है? प्लास्टिक श्रिंकेज करना है. तो प्लास्टिक श्रिंकेज करना है कि अपने को नहीं करना है. यू शुड एलिमिनेट दिस प्लास्टिक श्रिंकेज. ये हमको एलिमिनेट करना है. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गोइंग टू यूज protect your roof from the hot sun. Okay, reduce the time between placing and finishing. You should reduce the time between placing and cement. Why? Because we know that placing and finishing is the important part. As soon as you are placing your concrete, you should give the फिनिशिंग टू योर सरफेस, क्योंकि हार्ड होने के बाद तो कोई फिनिशिंग पॉसिबल नहीं है ना. सो हार्ड होने के बाद फिनिशिंग नहीं हुआ तो यानी क्या होगा? आपका सरफेस जो है वहां पे वाटर का पार्ट रह गया का. अगर आप उसको कंटिन्यू but if there is polyethylene sheet, मतलब nothing but your आपको आपकी मेन कपड़ पता है कि जो तुम्हें भाजी वगैरह आता है, that is nothing but a polyethylene sheet. You should use your polyethylene sheet if you are having any delay for placing and finishing of your concrete. So I hope you are understanding. If you are getting so fast, so please tell me by doing the message and do not talk while I am teaching. Okay. So the minimum evaporation by covering the concrete with burlap and curing compound. Burlap and curing compound. This is the compound you can cover your concrete to minimize evaporation. This is nothing but provide a gunny bags, or you can say provide the polyethylene sheet to the roof surface, so that from the hot sun cannot be possible from the your concrete surface. So these are the preventive measure you should eliminate. These are the preventive measures to eliminate the plastic shrinkage. So take a screenshot of this slide because this is very important. The basic part you are going to use to minimize the plastic shrinkage is nothing but a using of your polyethylene sheet. Konti sheet? Polyethylene sheet. Okay. Now the next is what are the different shrinkage and what are the shrinkage from the concrete. It is a long-term change. It is the long-term change in volume of concrete causes by the loss of moisture. We know that as the concrete sets, it generally change in your volume of concrete can be take place. As the change in volume take place, the loss of moisture is also takes place, and loss of moisture because of volume of concrete has been changed, drying shrinkage can be happen. If this shrinkage take place without any restraint, there would be no damage to the concrete. अगर आपका ज़्यादा volume change नहीं हुआ, if there is no sudden change, there is always change in your volume of concrete. Will be always should be a volume of change should be in a proportional limit only. And if proportional limit में अगर आपका volume change हुआ, तो there would be a no damage to your concrete. Means there would be no shrinkage crack, or there will be no defects in your concrete. But generally the structure is subject to some degree of strain by the foundation. Okay, by another part of structure or by difference in shrinkage between the concrete at the surface and at the interior of the member. There should be always a drying shrinkage if you are having a if you are having a RCC structure. We know that we have constructed first a foundation.